friends. I hope you are doing wonderful. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, these messages will be for you. Now friends, if you haven't been to a group session before, all good. Just understand, not all messages will resonate, which is just fine. If you need a private session, check me out on my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And this weekend is going to be my Oracle card workshop. So if you haven't had a chance to sign up yet, get in on that now before it closes. It will be Friday and Saturday. So if you are new to Oracle cards, or if you're looking to expand your knowledge and interpretation on doing Oracle card readings, this one's for you. And of course, friends, if you enjoy these messages, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. So friends, it is St. Patty's Day this week. Anybody who knows me knows I'm all into the four-leaf clovers, okay? Right? I mean, they're everywhere where I'm concerned, right? But with the four-leaf clover, it talks about hope, faith, luck, and love. And I also am very connected to the four directions. So earth, air, fire, water, all of the elements. And the medicine wheel to see what you need to do in all of these elements and balance yourself out. Wow. Okay, look at these cards already coming out. So in your east direction, meaning what do you need to start doing? Sage, okay? So the sage is a very wise spiritual type figure, okay? And this is about you either possibly starting off in a new spiritual direction for yourself, or starting to really hunker down and focus on the things that are important to you and not really spending time with the things that aren't getting you anywhere, okay? What it says down here is be devoted and committed. I love all the green in this card as well, okay? So this is about you being able to look at what your priorities are and make firm decisions on where you need to spend your time and where you need to spend your energy so that you get the most out of it. And this definitely has a spiritual flavor to me with the sage coming out as the first card, okay? So this is definitely a message for all of you who are either on a spiritual journey or any sort of journey of that sort, okay? Now, emotionally, Aries, there's a lot of insecurity. Well, Aries isn't typically insecure, okay? But there's some unsure energies here about yourself, and you're like, okay, am I going in the right direction? Is this right for me? Is this not right for me? So emotionally, no, your guardian angels are standing by and have your back. And what it says down here is you are not alone. So if you're feeling emotionally unsure, if you're like unsure on this new path, or am I doing it the right way? Am I on the right path? So many people come to me for that question as well. Am I on the right spiritual path? Yes, you are, okay? And this is saying if you have doubts about this, know and trust that you are being guided. Even though you don't necessarily see guides, you know, your spirit guides showing up in front of you saying, hey, go that way, right? This is still a knowing and an allowance that you are being guided. And even though you don't see all of the details out in black and white, know and trust that you are being connected, that you are being protected, that you are being guided. So don't look for the tangible proof. Go for the feelings and release any of the emotional insecurity you have about being on the right path, because I assure you, you are. Now, thinking about the west direction, okay, moving away from emotions and moving more along the line of what have I done, what have I achieved, and where and how do I take things to the next level, okay? The card that comes up for you is Lord. This is a very strong card, very Aries-esque, right? And this is also saying take charge with authority. So this is saying that even though you're in the beginning of your journey of really picking your priorities and spending time where you need to spend the time, this is telling me that if you keep doing this, you're gonna find some inner strength to the point where you don't have to feel like, am I on the right page anymore? Am I truly being guided? Because you're gonna find your footing, you're gonna find your strength, and then you're going to elevate yourself from that position when you hold your space in this area of strength and knowing, and I want to say and confidence. Yeah, right, for sure. And I also feel that you're kind of leveling up here, okay? Because I also, in your north direction, which is about the mind, okay, I have the warrior, and it says here, be fearless and stand strong. And this is telling me that as you move along your journey, Aries, that there definitely might be some people who either, you know, balk at what you're doing, or maybe put you down, or maybe tell you that you're not moving in the right direction, or maybe it's the right direction for them, not necessarily for you. But this tells me that you're going to be standing firm in your position, going, no, I know what's right for me, and that I'm the one who's allowed to make those decisions, because after all, it's my life. And we're making no apologies to anyone else who doesn't see eye to eye where we are concerned, because we know that we are committed to ourselves and our own path. And check this out. In terms of, well, there's 4 elements, but technically there's 5. The 5th element is space, and we're looking at the she-wolf. So very polar here, going from calm type committed energies to being wild. And this is saying that when you commit to yourself and know the path that's right for you, and you stand in your own light and you aren't afraid to be yourself, then you truly do bask in your own power and connect to what is right for you. And if this is ever an Aries card, doesn't it look like it, right? Connecting to your own power and not being afraid to throw it out there. Aries, this is right up your alley. Take the time and choose what is right for you at this time, because it is going to lead to your ultimate strength. Love that, Aries. Okay, Leo, you are up. Let's run the spiritual medicine wheel for you as well and see what comes up. Leo, please. I think, Leo, at the end of the day, you're really being called to trust in yourself and to move forward with what feels right for you, not listening to others. This is interesting. The first card that comes out in your east direction is the shaman, okay? Now, some of you might be directly connected to shamanism or be interested in shamanism, okay? And so this is very, very, very forward facing, okay? But what this also says is trust in higher forces. The shaman is the one that can weave in and out of different dimensions, being in the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world, and using animal connections as teachers and different portals to flow through and learn and collect information in our best good, whether it's healing information, what have you. So this is saying that you really are starting to go on your own spiritual path here, Leo, and connect to what feels right for you, not necessarily following the beaten path of what has worked for other individuals. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is saying start to connect with what resonates with you, not following a formula of what you're supposed to learn, for example, okay? And many times you can call in your own energies, your own animal spirit guides, etc. But it's beating the tune of your own drum, okay? So you got to start doing that. Emotionally, okay, let's take a look at this as well. I think that trust might be an issue for you, Leo, because I know you want to make things happen and get it out there, right? But Father Sky is showing up in your south direction, okay, which is the emotional side. So this is telling me that you might be feeling like you're either losing faith or feeling insecure because you don't see the path ahead of you. You have a hard time really moving forward and having faith that things are going to work out in the way that you want them when you don't see the physical cues going on around you. So this card is here to really tell you to have faith in the unknown. See this beautiful hawk, another very strong shamanistic type animal. The hawk is the highest flyer of all the wingeds, connecting our hopes and dreams to Father Sky, to the Creator, so that our prayers can be heard. So when you are unsure and feeling insecure, continue to say your beautiful prayers. Connect to Eagle Medicine, connect to Father Sky, and bring all of your hopes and prayers up forward on high levels so that it can be heard and then heard and listened to, okay? Your prayers will be answered, but you have to put them up there with good intentions and positive high vibes, okay? All right, so your west direction, Leo, check this out. Stag, trust and thrive. It's interesting that this card says trust. This card says trust. And this card says trust, Leo, okay? And that's why I'm talking about trust issues with you. In terms of the way that things are going to move forward and develop for you, there's going to be some ups and downs, okay? And with the stag here, this isn't about, you know, seeing something that's not working out and then running for the hills. And again, keyword trust, right? Having trust, having faith. So start along this path and move forward and know that you're going to go up in increments, right? It's not going to just be pure going up to the moon here. So trust in the process and in your creative side in this process to get you to where you need to be. Don't look for markers along the way to see, am I on point? Am I going in trending in the way that I want to see? Because there will be ups and downs, but don't run and tuck tail just because you don't get everything that you want the first time around, okay? There's going to be a learning curve here, Leo. In your mind, so important. The mountains, okay? And what it says here is stand your ground. This is about, again, having trust, knowing that I'm connected above, below, right? And that when we have this full trust and know that we are covering our own bases and working with our own energies, you can't fail. You might not get there in the same way that you think you're going to, but trust and know in your mind that you are connected, that you are your own being, and that you can call forth any energies that you need to be grounded and sure of yourself, and you need to have this up here in the mind. Be confident in your mind, and it's going to trickle down through everything else that you do and that you touch. And in terms of the fifth element here of space, Leo, look at this. The Stargazer. Talk about a crazy card for the element of space, right? This is a card that's telling you with your spiritual awakening, you are connecting to your ancestors. You are connecting to your galactic family, your soul family, okay? So keep your eyes on the prize. Put your time and your efforts and your energy in the direction that work well for you, not what works well for other people. And you will not only be calling in your own guides, your own angels, your own soul fam, but you're going to be calling in others who are on the same path and also are going to support you in your own journey and give you the support that you need along your way. Sagittarius, you are up. My Saggy friends, what is going on in the medicine wheel for Sagittarius right now? Let's check it out. So your east direction, what do you need to start doing, Sagittarius? Harnessing your mystic power with the High Priestess. This is you knowing your intuitive senses are on par and that you're really like knowing and walking the walk and talking the talk. So why not use this information to your best good, okay? Obviously, you know, this doesn't mean taking advantage of situations, but if you know intuitively what is right for you, what direction you need to go in, and what frequency is right for you, then sit in that light. Own that light, Sagittarius, because this is part of your own innate power, okay? Don't overlook your own energies because this is huge, okay? Now, your south direction, Mother Earth. And this says, feel loved and comforted. So emotionally, there does need to be balance between intuition and your emotions because emotions are a huge part of using your intuition. So many of our messages come to us through emotion, especially if you are an empath, okay? So this is saying don't ignore your emotional senses, but you also have to nurture yourself as well. Don't allow your emotions to kind of overrule what's going on because it's very easy to get clouded or to get confused between what the energy is and how you feel about it, okay? So know and understand and use your empathic qualities and abilities, but also know that these other energies and emotions don't belong to you. They belong to other people. So don't allow the information to reel you. Stay balanced in your own emotional state while you are reading the emotional information of those around you, okay? Very key to know the difference there. And I'm not surprised that this is showing up in your west direction as well because this likely needs to be something that you need to transmute or need to make changes around, okay? Your west direction, the water guardian, right? So with this showing up in the west direction right after Mother Earth shows up in your south, this is telling me that you do need to really look at how you respond to emotions and whether or not you are emotionally reeling with regards to information. When you get caught up in the emotions, pull back in a moment and ask yourself the question, is this mine? Does this belong to me? Do I need to be upset? Can I look at this factually? Okay, so instead of reeling in those emotional tides, you can see things straightforward for what they are and make decisions based on what's going on rather than how you are emotionally reacting to a situation. This is something that you can practice a little bit more, Sagittarius, okay? Now, your north direction, you know, I really feel just like the other fire signs that you are leveling up spiritually. And the card that comes in your north direction is the Magic Guardian, and it says unlock the magic within. This is very much in alignment with this card, okay? In fact, Sagittarius, I think you are leveling up from you already connecting to your intuitive side, but then knowing how to tweak what it is you're doing, especially with regards to emotions, to get to a solid, firm point where you know what you're working with, and then you can just move forward, sitting in this high vibrational state, not being rocked, knowing and just understanding and allowing and coming to a place where you can make decisions of just allowing things to be and not trying to make things happen, okay? Your card in the middle of all of this, so what are you creating? What's the backbone? What's going on here? A beautiful, beautiful card. I have springtime, okay? And this card is about planting seeds and seeing your seeds grow, like legit, right? So it says here, see your seeds grow. So you are in the middle of trying to bring forward beautiful energies, not only for yourself, but changes that you're trying to implement into your daily life and possibly into your lifestyle. So don't just start at the beginning. And I see that you're going to be leveling up partway through, okay? So don't just start by planting the seeds. You have to turn this into your daily, into your lifestyle, into how do I make this work for me? And when you employ sitting in your power, not emotionally reactive, and just allowing things to be and then making the decisions from there, it allows you to grow, Sagittarius. So beautiful messages here for you guys. Fire signs, there's definitely some high-level messages coming through for you for these St. Patty's Day and for direction readings. So stay connected to yourself, do what is right for you and what feels right for you, and you cannot go wrong. Join me next week for your next group session, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thank you so much.